Hello and welcome to the Knee Deep in Stitches podcast. My name is Danielle. For those of you who don't know me, I am so glad that I'm doing another podcast. This is going to be a longer episode. I think just with the nature of how I'm running my podcast, they're all probably going to be about an hour long. Maybe less, maybe more. I don't know. I hope lighting is better. I hope video quality is better. I'm sorry if you can hear my fish tank. I'm not going to change my setup of where I'm filming currently because this room is chaos still. Yeah. I need to get it organized, but I need my husband's help because I'm not supposed to be lifting or moving or... yeah. Anyway. It'll probably change at some point. I'll probably be sitting in front of my wall of yarn amongst other things that I have in here. Anyway, I think what we'll go ahead and do, I'm not wearing any knitting today. I'm wearing a flannel shirt because I'm hoping it becomes fall in Arizona. Oh my gosh, what is today? Hi, my name's Danielle and I'm a complete and utter mess today, so hope you enjoy that. Today is Friday, October 14th. So this should be going up either Tuesday or Wednesday of the following week. So I'm not quite sure yet. It just depends on when I have time to actually edit everything and get it up on YouTube. You know, all the fun stuff. So, if you're into a long podcast, go ahead and get yourself a drink, some snacks, your knitting, your crochet, whatever crafty thing you are working on, so that you can sit here and listen to me ramble on. I'm currently just drinking some flavored water. I can't drink regular water. The baby doesn't like the regular water. I've tried. So it's usually flavored water. This is just like a Crystal Light packet thing. It's kiwi strawberry. So that's what I have going on. I have a lot of finished objects. Super happy about that. I have a few whips and I have quite the acquisitions because I never got to filming that video that I was going to film of just a yarn haul. I didn't film it. I will be filming an upcoming yarn haul because my birthday was recently and I've accumulated quite a bit of yarn from Michael's, but they split it into 3 shipments for some strange reason instead of just putting it in one. So I don't quite understand it, but you know, it is what it is. I also need to trim my bangs because they're getting in my eyes, and yeah. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into the finished objects. So I will let you know I have used the yarn that you're gonna see. I've used it in 3 different projects currently because I was just trying to see how far it would go, and it's gone far. So I did finish my cute little Halloween socks. They've been on these blockers for about 2 weeks now. My goal was to finish them before I started the Stephen West MKAL, the twist and turns, and I got them completed. But I absolutely love them. I believe it's like a 25 row, or it's a 10 row cuff because I do not like ribbing at all. And this is, I used parts of the Crazy Sock Ladies pattern, but I believe it's a 25 row leg, and then I did a heel flap and gusset for my socks, and then I cannot ever remember, I think it's like a 70, no, I think it's like a 60 row foot before I did the toe. But this is in, let me grab it. I'm sorry. I freaking hot mess. Pregnancy brain is real, and I'm gonna blame everything on that because I can. Where is the tag? There it is. This was a colorway that the crazy sock lady had last year, I think, in her shop, and I'm super sad because she's closing it. This is how much of that yarn I have left. We'll talk more about that. I also have, I think, only 10 grams of the mini left, which is in this. I have a jar sitting back here, and I'm going to fill it, and then I'm going to use my leftover yarns for a scrappy project. But this is in the Sockturnal yarn in the Lola Variegated Everyday Sock 75/25 Superwash Merino. And it had 460 yards, 100 grams. You know the drill. But I did finish these socks. I will have my Ravelry post linked just so that you guys can see. Sorry, I have dogs, and we're in full-on shedding mode right now, so I have dog hair everywhere. So if you see me picking stuff off, it's probably dog hair. But these are finished. I'm super excited to wear them. I love making myself socks. I love making other people socks, so guarantee you will see more socks on this podcast. Then I went ahead and I made myself, out of the same yarn, the Sophie scarf by Petite Knits. I absolutely love this. I did it shorter. So I did the small, and then I did, I think, only about 16 repeats of the actual pattern because I like to tie it as a headband in my hair, usually when I'm wearing it up, and I like the versatility of doing it either way. And I am going to make myself a few more of these because this knit up for me in a couple of hours. Like, it was not, it was a definitely sit and watch a movie kind of a knit. And I just kind of bought the pattern on a whim. I saw everyone else making it, and a lot of people are tying it around their neck, which I can still do. It's cute, but that's just not how I would wear it. The moment I saw it, I was like, headband for my hair. And I'll insert a couple of pictures of me wearing it that way because it's just what I love. So I think I'm going to make myself a few more in neutral colors and not just this fun Halloween kind of colorway. I love it though. I wear it all the time. I did block it, but I mean, I have worn it several times because I cannot stop wearing it. And I also want to make some for baby girls, so I'm probably going to make them a lot smaller. But yeah, if you have not done this project, I say do it. I think it would also be great for like holiday gifts in general. It's super easy, and there's two different sizes. One is the large size, one is small. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Again, I shortened it because I wanted it as a headband, and I didn't want to have a ton of excess because when I tie this right here, it makes a cute little bow. So that was kind of my goal with that, which I like because it's easy to kind of be like, oh, well, I want to do this with it, and you just do it. And I've gotten a lot of compliments when I'm wearing it in my hair. People have asked where I've gotten it, and when I'm like, oh, I made it, they're like, what? Yeah, so super simple, and I love the way this yarn looks in it. So there's a second finished object. Again, I will have everything project-wise linked in my Ravelry. I usually only post my knitting on Ravelry. I haven't gotten into posting my crochet, so just keep that in mind. And some of my projects are not on my Ravelry, like this next one. I finished my friend's shawl. Just look at how pretty it is. It turned out so good. I absolutely love it. So if you guys remember, I was doing, okay, let's talk about the yarn first. I will never purchase this yarn again. I love how it turned out. I love that it softened up once I washed and blocked it. But I am not the biggest fan of working with this yarn. This yarn was a pain in the butt. I don't even know where I got it. So it is what it is. I think my friend's really going to enjoy it. It's very pretty, but essentially I just kind of did my own kind of shawl pattern, and I ended it with some crochet. So there are different crochet sections, like right here is a crochet section, and then I did another crochet section along here, and then I ended it with a crochet border of just shells. For the knitting portion of this, it is very much just doing, it's all knitted, it's all garter stitch, and yeah, I really like it. It's more of like a shawlette. I wouldn't say it's like a giant shawl, so she'll probably wear it more as a scarf, which is totally cool and totally fine. This is both, she already knows she's getting this, she's seen it. This is both like a, I'm sorry I missed your birthday and didn't get you anything gift slash, here's your Christmas present, because yeah, she'll accept it. But yeah, it's kind of like, starts off as like a triangle and then goes into like this crescent shape. I don't know. I was just playing around with it all. But yeah, I finished it and I really, really like it. I don't know if you guys can see, but there is like a slight halo on it and I absolutely love it. After I washed it and blocked it, it just got so much softer, which is great. But this yarn breaks so easily and it just drove me nuts. So I am not the biggest fan of this yarn and I won't purchase it again. Again, it was like Gojo something. I'll have it listed in the description box. I don't have the yarn band anymore because my dogs decided to eat it. Because anytime I'm working on something and I set the tag aside or I don't go and put it right away back into whatever bag I happen to be using or here in my craft room, they just take it. They're little thieves. They have issues. But, so yeah. But it's finished and I absolutely love it, and I would definitely do a knit slash crochet project again. It was just so much fun, just kind of playing around with different textures and yeah, but I like, it's super drapey. I love that. It's perfect for Arizona because it's not like too hot to wear. It's light, so yeah, she'll enjoy it. She was looking for something that she could wear while she was at work because it's usually freezing in the building she was in, so yeah, I made her a shawl. Look at that, 3 finished projects. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. I'm pretty amazed by it, at least. The next one is this cute little baby skirt. I did it in a burgundy because and it's like newborn size. It's so cute. I don't like, oh, it's so cute. Look at it. I followed a tutorial here on YouTube and I'm in love with these skirts. I'm probably going to make her so many more because baby crochet projects go so fast. This took me less than an hour to make because once I figured out where the tutorial was going, I was like, oh, okay. And I just kind of went with it, but I love it. It's so cute. I love it. It made me so happy to finish this. I cannot remember the tutorial. Let me actually go ahead and look that up really quick. I will also have it linked in the description box. Okay, so I found it. It is How to Crochet Baby Shell Skirt 0 to 6 months. It's lovely Nee who posted the tutorial, and the tutorial is about a half an hour long. It does not take long to make at all, and it is super adorable, and I cannot wait until baby girl is here and she can wear a cute little skirt. Definitely going to be making some more of these. I can see how it would be easy to kind of transition this into something bigger, so she will probably have way too many cute little skirts, but I'm okay with that. I'm super excited about that. But I will have that tutorial linked in the description box just in case anyone is interested in making it. So yeah. Then I'm super excited about this because I finished the little cocoon. I don't know that I was crocheting. I kind of half followed a tutorial, half did this on my own, but I'm super excited because a hint to her name is Evie, and we are going to take some cute little newborn pictures of her in this cute little cocoon with Evie hat, and I'm super excited that I finished this. I need to finish a little bit on the hat, but I'm considering the hat a finished project because it is. But it just, oh, I cannot wait till she can be in this and just, yeah, take some cute pictures. I'll also just use it as like a sleep sack for like every day. But no, I'm super excited, and I probably will make another one of these in like a different kind of color because I have so much yarn. But the yarn I used, so for this the cocoon, the top band here, wow, I held that too high, I'm sorry. The top band here is Lion Brand Skein Tones in Ivory. This yarn is so soft and like so soft. So I wanted to use that for her. And then I bought way too much of this. I don't know what I was thinking. Another Lion Brand Skein Tones in Cocoa. Oh, for that skirt, because I forgot to tell you what yarn I used, this is Joanne Big Twist in Burgundy. Just their basic big twist that I had lying around. I need to wash it because once it's washed, it softens up. I will not throw it in the dryer because I do not want it to turn into a fuzzy mess. So there's that. But then I followed a Bag a Day Crochet baby hat tutorial. So this is going to be, it's going to have little Evie ears on it. And I need to make those, but I think what I'm going to do is cut out the ears in felt, and then I'm going to crochet around them. So it gives it helps them stand up and kind of gives the illusion that I've crocheted the entire ear, just because I think that's going to be easier for my brain and just everything. But this hat is so cute. I went ahead and made another one in the ivory colorway just so she has more hats to wear because she is going to be born in December. I know it's not like super cold here in Arizona, but I just wanted to protect her little ears, so I made her another one. But yeah, this took me a while. I was probably hemming and hawing on working on it just because it's a lot of double crochet, and that's fine. But yeah, I finally finished it, and then I made two cute little hats. These hats I did in the same day. They do not take long at all, and I probably will make a few more for her, and I can kind of make them a little bit bigger if I need to. But yeah, cute little cocoon and cute little newborn hats. And I will also have the tutorial to the Bag o' Day link down below. I know I linked the cocoon tutorial in the previous one, so I will link that again in this one just in case you guys are wondering where I got kind of my inspiration from. I didn't follow the tutorial exactly for the cocoon. Again, I kind of went rogue. I just used it to start it, and then yeah, but the Bag o' Day one I did follow completely because I absolutely love her crochet patterns. I could follow her tutorials all the way through. And she has this gorgeous shawl that she just posted that I really want to. I believe it's the olive branch shawl, and I really want to make it because it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, then I noticed, because I also follow Pamela's Adoring Crochet because I like some of her patterns. I also just kind of like, she's very upbeat, and I like that. She made these crochet ear warmer headbands for her daughter, and I had a bunch of yarn left over from a project that I actually didn't finish. I ended up frogging a lot of it. And I'm trying to use up all my Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee yarn out of my collection because I'm not purchasing from Hobby Lobby anymore. I have my reasons, and they're probably not the reasons that most people think, but yeah. So I made, the first one I made is this, and I absolutely, I love these so much. This is actually out of a Lion brand anti-pilling, and it was their olive one, and I love how simple these are to make. It is just a ribbed headband, and they go so fast. Like, I've made myself 3 of them, and we'll probably make a few more. In the winter I have issues with my ears, so I need something like this to be able to keep my ears warm. And I was going to make a few knitted ones, but I wanted something that kind of worked up faster, and then I saw she uploaded the tutorial, and I was like, I need to do that. So this one is a Lion brand anti-pilling. I couldn't find the exact color anymore. And then this one is one of the Yarn Bee ones, and it's just a bunch of different fall colors, and it's a whole lot of fun to wear. I usually stick my hair up in like a messy bun, and then we'll wear these, or that's how I'm planning to wear them. But I like these. I will say, depending on the yarn you use, you might need to increase your rows versus what she says in the tutorial, or decrease them. It just kind of depends on the stretch of the yarn as well. So keep that in mind. Then I made one that is out of, this is Knit Picks Chroma, and it's just fun. I love color, so I was totally fine with doing a whole bunch of variegated. I held this double stranded so that it would give it kind of a marled look. So yeah, and this one I didn't have to do as many rows. And sorry, I dropped the label. This is Knit Fix Chroma Fingering Weight in Groovy. I'm also making another project with this yarn because I don't know what I was planning on doing with the 2 skeins I had of this, but I was like, you know what? Let's just make something else. Let's crochet with it a little bit. So that's what I went ahead and did with this. So yeah, I mean, I have quite a few finished objects. I have one more to show you. So let me grab that really quick. I finished, let me figure out which side's the front, this baby blanket. It is just a crochet granny square baby blanket. I absolutely loved it. I finished it with doing giant shells as the border all the way around. The yarns I was using, let's see, I only have this much, and I probably am gonna make her like a little hat out of this as well, just so I can use the yarn of the Red Heart Roll With It Tweed 100% acrylic, and this was in Sunset. So any of the, I'm gonna set that over there. With that, any of the variegated yarn is that. The pink, I have a couple more balls of this because I was using it actually in a crochet shirt pattern for myself a while ago that I finished. This is it's Big Twist. I was gonna say Red Heart Super Saver. It is not Red Heart Super Saver. It's Joann's Big Twist, and this is in the bubblegum colorway, or bubblegum color. But yeah, I finished her baby blanket. I actually wove in all the ends. I'm super proud of myself because I am somebody who can leave all of the ends forever and ever and ever and not care. So yeah, there is that. So I finished quite a lot before I started the Stephen West MKAL. I was like, I need to get these things done. I'm currently a stay-at-home wife, soon to be a stay-at-home mom. So I have a little bit more time to crochet and get things done, which I'm very appreciative of that, but I'm also able to keep my house a little cleaner and just get some things done around here. It's been nice and also weird, if that makes any sense. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the whip section. I will let you know, and I will give you a warning when I go ahead and talk about the Stephen West MKAL, because I know some people don't want to be spoiled, so that'll probably be the last whip I talk about, and I will give you a warning before I show it on screen. So my first whips, I'm going to go ahead and dive into this bag. So this is what I've been working on with that chroma yarn. It's all over the place. It's really not that messy. And essentially I'm doing a ribbed beanie that I'm going to pull at the top and then roll up at the bottom to give it a nice cuff. I have probably another 20 rows. This is where from the last time I was working on it, I have not been, my whips are currently hibernating because I'm working on the Stephen West MKAL and one other whip when I'm not in the house, because the Stephen West one I need to focus on. But yeah, so there's that, and we will talk about these cute little stitch markers in a bit. So I'm just using more of that chroma yarn that I used for the headband. There's no real pattern I'm following. I was just kind of like, oh, I could do a beanie. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to turn it into a very colorful beanie and wear it on days where I am feeling like a very colorful person. Then we have this, which is of course in the middle of a row because I'm a monster. This is going to be a cardigan for myself, but the more and more I looked at the yarn and my kind of thought process behind it, the more and more I was like, this screams my mother. So I'm actually going to tear it back, and I found a pattern that reminds me of like other cardigans and stuff that she wears all the time. And sorry, it cut off because it will only do like 30-35 minutes of time. But anyways, what I was saying is this reminds me of my mom, and just the colors in it and just the way it's knitting up and looking. So I think what I'm going to do is use a pattern and make her a cardigan. I think she would really appreciate that. She's probably not going to get it for a while. It's probably, in all honesty, going to be next year's Christmas gift to her. She doesn't watch this, so I'm not worried about any of that. But I'm using up my Yarn Bee Veiled Amethyst color, and then what I want is to find a pattern where I can take some of this Knit Pick Stroll fingering weight, and this is their Thunderhead tonal. I'm wanting to do some lace work towards the bottom and the back of the cardigan with this color because I just think it would be so pretty. So that's kind of where my thought process is, but I am going to frog this and start it as a new project. So every time I was knitting on it, I was like, this really isn't, it's not that I wouldn't wear it, I would, but it's not screaming me, it's screaming my mom. So I'm gonna frog it, and yeah. The next whip I have is actually one that I am working on. So I am making a Musselburgh hat, and as you can see, I'm using more of that sock turtle yarn. I actually have about 30 grams of this. I think it's like 29.5 grams or something like this. I'm no longer going to be using it on this hat because I'm going to do the rest in the gray. So this is actually going to go into my jar here. So it's going to be used for a scrappy project. I was just shocked that I was able to work on 3 different projects with this yarn. But so that's in there now. Let's go ahead and talk about the other yarn I'm using. So it is this, oops, crochet hook, random crochet hook. It is in this gray color. And this is Cascade Yarns Heritage, 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, and the colorway is 5735. So this will be used on the rest of the hat. And as you can see, I have not, from where my cute little marker is. So I have not worked on it a ton, but all I did was kind of do random stripe sizes throughout the top of this. I'm doing I'll have the pattern link down below, as well as my Ravelry page for this, because I do have this on Ravelry. I have been doing, oh my goodness, my brain is not working, you guys. It is, seriously. I am 30 weeks pregnant and my brain just does not work anymore. It's insane. I'm doing the medium, the adult medium. This is going to be for me, but I think the next time I make one of these hats, I'm going to go down a needle size. I mean, the feel of the fabric is fine. I just feel that like there's some spots where it's really, really see-through. I don't know. It's just, it's weird. I'm using, what size am I using? I think these are, they're ChowGoo. Should have probably figured this out. They're ChowGoo, US size 3, 3.25 millimeters. And I think I will actually go down to a US size 2 or 2.5 just to kind of play with that. But yeah. I like the pattern. It took me a little bit of working it out. I did a crochet circular cast on thing. That took a while. I do not like all the increase rows. I just don't like the increase. I also feel like my increases look a little sloppy in this. So yeah, it's definitely a learning curve for me. I'm taking on some things that I wasn't so sure I would ever create or make. So yeah, but that's going along well. I really work on this when I'm in the car or I am waiting at the doctor's office, just because I have so many more appointments coming up. And this is just an easy kind of sit there, mindless knit, nice break from the Stephen West MKAL. I will say that. So yeah, this is my active whip along with what we'll talk about next. So if you do not want any spoilers, I'm still in clue 1. I will give you that much. But if you do not want any spoilers about the Stephen West MKAL, now is your time to skip ahead, close your eyes, mute this, walk out of the room for about 10-15 minutes. I'm not sure. I'll try and have a timestamp down below. I can't promise that I'll remember to make a timestamp. But we're going to talk about my progress on the Stephen West Twist and Turns MKAL. So in 3, 2, 1, here it is. So here is what mine is looking like so far. I am loving this, you guys. I have learned so much. I consider myself an intermediate beginner. I am not the best knitter. I'm not as proficient in knitting as I am crochet. I learned how to crochet first and then learned how to knit. But I am absolutely loving this. Look at my cute little stitch marker. Or progress keeper. That's a progress keeper. It's a little spider because this looked like a spider web to me. But I'm loving that they're gonna have that little braided effect right there. I think that's gonna be so, so cool. I am in the middle of a repeat, and then after I finish this repeat, I have 2 more repeats before we cast this off, which is interesting. I have looked, because I'm not somebody who's worried about spoilers, I have looked at Clue 2 and I'm excited to see where it's going. I'm also very, very nervous about some of the techniques. But because I saw Clue 2, I kind of changed my yarn colors a little bit. I didn't get rid of any yarn colors, I added a yarn color. So my yarn colors are as follows. This is Malabrigo sock in black, so it's just a black yarn. Then I did Malabrigo sock in pearl. Then I have Madeline Tosh. Look at just the vibrancy. So the black is my main color, and the pearl, the gray, is my contrast color. And then I now have 2 pops of color, you guys. So I have this Madeline Tosh Merino Light and Edison Bulb because I love it. I saw it. I don't know what else I would use this for except for like a Stephen West shawl, because yeah. And then I decided I needed a second accent color, so I went with this fuchsia pink that I absolutely love, and I'm going to cake this up today because I'm hoping to start Clue 2 today. So there's that. I will say that this has been a lot of knitting, and I feel like Clue 2 is also a lot of knitting, but to me it's more purling than it is knitting. And I'm this first Clue, it's so much purling and I am very slow at purling, so that kind of slowed me down a bit with this. But I cannot wait to see like what the finished shawl is going to be. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous, and I just am amazed at Stephen West's brain and how he comes up with all of this, because it is truly remarkable that someone has the brain power just to come up with these like art pieces. I plan on wearing this shawl. I know a lot of other people. I'm part of a Facebook group, and I know a lot of people are like, I'm going to do this because I'm learning new techniques, or they frogged it already because they can't stand it. Like, I'm just kind of surprised because I really, really like it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm super excited to see where this goes. And I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. His tutorials, and he is definitely one of the best like teachers of like techniques and just giving you different options and making sure that you're really comfortable, and I really appreciate that. But I'll show it one last time because I absolutely love it. It looks like a spider web and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so that's the last of my works in progress. I'm hoping to have the Stephen West MKAL finished by the time my baby shower is in November, because I want to wear it. We'll see if that actually happens or not. But now we're going to go ahead and get into my acquisitions. And the first thing I want to talk about, grab, are my cute little stitch markers that you guys saw. I have different little animals. Like this one's a cute little reindeer. Can you guys see that? Can my camera focus on that? Let me get out of the way. Oh, get out of the way. It's a cute little reindeer. Then I have a little froggy. I don't know. Cute little frog. This is a little cat. Focus. A little bird. So cute. I have other stitch markers that I bought already made, but I can't find them. And then this one's a little unicorn. Because I'm a child and I love them. I bought the charms, and I have some others that I just kind of took from things I already had. I bought the charms and made myself some cute little progress keepers because I was like, you know what? I want some cute little progress keepers. Everyone else has these cute little progress keepers and I want them. So I went ahead and made myself some because I don't know. I also, the little spider on my Stephen West MKAL I made out of some old earrings that I had that I can't find the other ones, so I was like, you know what, let's make it out of this. And I had all these charms and different things, so I went ahead and did that. Love it. Super cute. And I also have some Sailor Moon ones, as you saw, that I bought some charms and made myself some little Sailor Moon because I love anime and I love Sailor Moon. So I was like, you know what? I need progress keepers that look like this. So I went ahead and did that for myself. So now let's go ahead and talk yarn acquisitions. There are quite a few. I purchased all of this before the Crazy Sock Lady announced that she was closing her shop. Because I was able to purchase a lot of yarn, so I split it between Wool Warehouse, Wool and Co. I can't remember from the last podcast, and her shop. Plus I also picked up a few more things from Knit Picks because I'm addicted. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to talk about all of the different yarns I picked up, and I also got in my well, we're going to talk about a future project because I also got my mohair in. This is from Gaddy Yarn Co. I am a huge My Chemical Romance fan. So when I saw that this was on her site, I had to get it. It's 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. And I am planning on making myself some socks out of this. I absolutely love it. I'm going to make myself some socks. So I went ahead and picked that up. Some of these I have plans for. Some of them I was like, ooh, that's pretty. I just want it. So, you know, yarn buying. This is also from Gaddy Yarn Company. And, oh, I forgot to say, these are both in the Tabby Sock 4-ply, 100 grams, 463 yards, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and this colorway, it's so pretty. I brought you my bullets, you brought me your love. Love My Chemical Romance. I just, and it follows like the album art so well, the colors, it's just so pretty, and I needed those in my life. What else do I have? I want to try, and okay. I have a lot of yarn that we are going to be talking about, and of course my battery's wanting to die, so we're going to try and get through this quickly. The next one, I don't know why this game's doing that, but this is from the Suburban Stitcher, and this is their sock base and 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 460 yards, 100 grams, and this is in the colorway Gothic. I just thought it was absolutely beautiful, and so I went ahead and grabbed it. Then we have this one by the Suburban Stitcher. Super bright. It's the same base as the previous, and this is in Bang Bang. And I loved the colors in this, so I had to go ahead and pick it up. And then I picked this up. Also, this is Mama Just Knits. It was on sale. It's the colorway Summer Sock Camp 2022 because I couldn't buy it at the time. It's 463 yards of their fingering sock base, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. So I think it's super pretty, and I will probably be knitting socks or Musselburgh hats out of most of these. We'll see. Some of them might just stay in stash. Oh, I have so much more. Then we have this one by Polka Dot Creek. This is in their classic sock, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 100 grams, 463 yards. It's a 4-ply and it's in spice. And I saw this and I was like, I just need that. It was almost my pop of color for the Stephen West MKAL, but I decided to go with something brighter. I do really like this though. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Then I picked up, again, these are all from the Crazy Sock Lady's shop. I picked this up from her shop. This is Dragon Horde yarn. This is their Myth fingering weight. Again, it's at 75.25, 463 yards, and this is in Ethereal Dragon, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And it's even prettier in person, and I cannot wait to make socks out of this. This is just screaming a pair of socks for myself. I've become a selfish knitter and I don't care. Then I picked up this nylon sock by Solstice Fiber Studios. This is in Crown Prince. These are probably going to be socks for my husband. The colors he'll definitely wear. He really loves blue, but I was just like, you know what? He needs socks in this. And because I'm obsessed with fall colors all year round, it does not matter. I picked up this again from Solstice Fiber Studio, and this is Second Summer, but it's fall. It's fall in a sock yard, and I will be making myself a pair of fall socks or a fall Musselburgh because it's just so pretty. Then I picked this up from Holly Press Fibers. This is their Sheba sock fingering yarn in Wild Thyme. I absolutely love their podcast, by the way. Like, love it and want to buy more yarn from them specifically. But I am super excited to knit some socks out of this. So, so pretty. I don't know if these are going to be socks for me or for my best friend. We shall see. I don't know. It just, yeah. Then I went ahead and picked up some more stuff from, I'm going to take a drink really quick. Then I went ahead and picked up some yarn from Knit Picks because I have a yarn problem. Oh no, I dropped one. It's okay. I picked up some Dishy worsted weight yarn because I want to make myself some more hand towels for the kitchen. So I have 2 of these. And this is just in the color navy because a lot of what's in my house is navy blue, gray. So I will be at some point. It might be next year sometime. Okay. I'm gonna actually set these on the ground and I will pick them up as I go. So I got this Knit Pick Stroll in Home Movie hand painted. I wanted this colorway for a very long time and I just, I don't know. It screams like retro. It screams like 70s, 80s to me. I don't know. It's just, I love it. So I had to get it. So I don't know what it's going to be. I just wanted this color in my life, so yeah. Then this is again Stroll, and this is in Mixtape hand painted. Super, super pretty colors. It's like a muted pastel-y version of the Home Movie one, and I love it. Then, because I don't know what it is, but I'm liking a lot of purpley colors lately, and this is Blue Violet Tonal. It's also Stroll. But I want a hat out of this. That's what I want, and I don't know if it's going to be the Musselburgh or the Ross hat or any other knitted hat I can think of. Then this is another stroll. This is Yeti hand painted. It just screamed winter to me. I just think it's so, so pretty. And I think I am going to do a sock mist this year. And I'm thinking either this or I have like a more traditional like Christmas colorway that I could do. But this is blues, grays, dark blues, and it really kind of gives that wintry vibe. And I really, really love it. So these might be socks for that. And then cute little pink, because I'm actually thinking of making an outfit, probably a little sweater for baby girl out of this. She's gonna hate pink by the time she's older because I'm just like, pink! This is Seashell Tonal and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I got from Knit Picks. And then I got my Drops Kid Silk mohair. Yeah. So this is just a gray kind of color. I have 6 of these because I believe, yeah, it's 25 grams, 210 meters, 230 yards, 75% mohair, 25% silk. I've decided I'm still going to make that sweater, but I think I'm going to pair it with this instead. I have well over the sweater's quantity in this Hawthorne the Pearl, and I just think it's just going to go so much better. So that's what I think I'm going to do with this. So that is all of my yarny acquisitions, my works in progress, and my finished objects. So I feel like I've accomplished a lot. Let me know down below what you're working on. Are you doing the Stephen West MKAL? Do you have a podcast that I should check out? Because I have a lot of time to watch some podcasts, and I sit and knit while watching podcasts now. So yeah, well, thank you so much for sticking around. I know that this is a long one. I do hope that you enjoyed it and found some entertainment. I will have all of my Ravelry projects listed down below, as well as any tutorials or anything like that I mentioned. Yeah, so I will see you guys probably sooner than a month, because I am going to do a Michael's yarn haul, just because so much yarn. I have a yarn problem. I'm now hoarding yarn, so we'll talk about that in the next one. But I do hope that you have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are, and have fun crafting. Bye!